Hi everyone, welcome to the SuperClashBros, a podcast where we take a deep dive into the horror stories of Reddit and discuss the things that truly go bump in the night. My name is Trey, and I will be your guide through the strange and unexplainable this evening. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Trey, and today I'm joined by my co-host Connor. And tonight Connor will be narrating our story. So go ahead, Connor, take it away.
Alrighty. Tonight's story comes from the subreddit creepyencounters and is posted by user LamproCapnos1324. The title of tonight's story is Weird Guy Shows Up at My House, or my parents' house at 1 a.m. looking for me and using details of my life that were valid 20 years ago. This happened 3 nights ago, and I'm going crazy trying to figure it out. I just moved into a new apartment 1 month ago, and I am still unpacking and settling in. I've been using my parents' address as my mailing address, who live a few towns over, 20 minutes away, all of my life. 3 nights ago, my parents call me at 2 a.m., freaked out, and proceed to tell me this story. Apparently, at 1 a.m., someone starts banging on their front door and repeatedly ringing their doorbell. My stepdad walks downstairs and opens the door, leaving the front glass door closed and locked. There was a man standing outside who looked to be in his 30s with a black hoodie on with his hood pulled up around his face. He didn't have any distinguishing facial features, facial hair, or tattoos. The only thing my stepdad said was that he looked to be Hispanic. Neither my stepdad or my mother, who was watching the whole thing out a window, recognized the man. The man says, "I'm so sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for my full name." My stepdad plays dumb and says, "Who?" The man proceeds to state my full name again and says that my boyfriend is worried because I didn't come home last night. He claims to be a friend of my boyfriend and tells my stepdad that they are both out looking for me, worried because I didn't show up at home. I don't have a boyfriend. I live by myself with my 3 dogs and haven't been in a relationship in the past 5 to 6 months. Here's the weird part. My stepdad asked the guy what boyfriend he was talking about, and the man tells him the name of my boyfriend I had when I was in the 10th grade, nearly 20 years ago. My boyfriend in 10th grade has a very, very unique Italian name. I've never met anyone with the full name even close to his. He says my high school boyfriend's name a few more times to ensure my stepdad heard him and repeats that they are very worried about me. Is my stepdad sure I'm not inside? At this point, my stepdad is weirded out and closes and locks the door in his face. The man does not leave. He lingers in front of my parents' house for the next 10 minutes, smoking cigarettes and talking on the phone. Finally, my parents call the cops. About 5 minutes before the cops arrive, the man walks down to the dead end of their block and drives away in a silver car. My stepdad was unable to get the license plate. My parents file a police report and nothing else happens. After I hear this story, I'm going nuts over the weird details. How would someone know who I dated nearly 20 years ago? And what would the motive be of making up a story that included a weird detail about my past? I have not had contact with the 10th grade boyfriend in over a decade. Yesterday, I decided to message him on Facebook to see if he had any insight. I tell him the whole story. He's just as confused as I am and claims to have no part in it. I am at a loss. I'm also really freaked out that some strange man is going through that much trouble at 1 a.m. to look for me. Any insights or ideas would be greatly appreciated. No, nothing else weird has happened since then. Additionally, there are 3 updates to this story. I'll go through those. Update number 1. Wow, this really blew up. Thank you so much for the kind words and precautions that I should take. I want to add something here that a few people commented that might shine some light on this mystery. First off, I'm not in any legal trouble and have no reason to think that someone would be suing me. God, I guess it's always been in the realm of possibility that I'm being sued by someone, but I don't really think that's it. Like I previously commented, I had an expired registration ticket that did not show up for court for, but I believe I got a letter in the mail just asking me to pay a really large fee, so I don't think that's related. I did take a personal loan out. I took it out about a year and a half ago. It wasn't for anything too crazy, and I was really good with making payments on time until about 6 months ago when I had a medical issue. Currently, I'm really behind on payments, but to my knowledge, I have not defaulted on the loan yet. What do you guys think? Related? I had absolutely no idea that this thing or I would have been included the detail to begin with. Let me know your thoughts. Update 2. I have a list of a few things that I am going to look into tomorrow, based off my own thoughts and based off a ton of valuable feedback I got in here. Thank you. I will post an update ASAP. And the last update says, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to update. Super busy time at work. Unfortunately, there isn't much to report. I called the loan company. They claim to have nothing to do with it. All of my friends and family have also noted that the 1 a.m. factor kind of rules that out anyway. Nothing else strange has happened at my parents'. I went there for the first time last night and kept a close eye out for anything, but didn't observe anything out of the norm. So this remains a mystery. I'll be sure to update if anything else happens.
Damn, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, this person has details about, like, someone they dated 20 years ago, like, it kind of leads me to believe that, like, maybe they were a friend of the boyfriend or, like, associated with them back then and was, like, using that as an excuse because they knew they had dated. But, like, for why, though? You know, like, that's probably the creepiest part for me.
Yeah, it seems like maybe somebody that this person went to high school with, possibly. And the only piece of information they had on her was that she had dated somebody by this name, and they were using that, hoping that, on the off chance that they might still be together. Though that's quite a stretch, though, you know?
Right. Yeah, especially with, like, social media the way it is these days. Like, you know, a little research, and, like, if you have their full name, like, a little research, like, you'd find out whether they're with somebody or not. You know, and then, like, the fact that she called her ex or messaged them or whatever, and they were like, "Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that is."
Yeah,
is super fucking creepy too.
I mean, it's creepy, but it's also like, if this person is like a criminal planning to do something bad to her, they're also a very dumb criminal. Because, like, wouldn't you get more relevant information? You know,
Right.
as you mentioned, with like social media, it takes like 2 minutes to figure something out about somebody. You know,
Yeah,
at
and,
least
like,
something a little more relevant.
and even if like they didn't know this person or whatever, and, like, they were just trying to, like, get into the house, like, there's far, like, I guess, better ways to do that than to be, like, making up some story about someone they dated 20 years ago. You know? But
I don't know. Maybe it was
crazy. And I question if, like, is this the house that she grew up in then? Like, have her parents not moved in 20 years?
possible, but like, my only assumption is it's got to be like somebody who's like on drugs or something, because like, you would think if this was more of a premeditated stalker killer kind of thing where they're trying to like find this person to do something bad to them, that they would have put a little bit more work into it. So maybe it's somebody who is like strung out on something. They remembered this person, you know, from high school who was dating so and so back in high school, and I don't know, decided to do something about it.
Yeah.
That's my best guess.
I'm surprised that they didn't call the cops immediately. I'm surprised that they waited.
Oh yeah.
And I'm even more surprised that the person stuck around for a whole 10 minutes afterwards, smoking cigarettes and talking on the phone in front of the house.
I wonder who they were talking to. It's weird that they... I mean, if it were me, I would find a way to kind of like try to listen in and see what they were saying on the phone if possible. Because if they're hanging outside my house, like, I'm going to try to figure out what they're trying to be up to, right? I don't know.
Moral to the story is, like, don't answer your door at 1 a.m. Like,
or if you have like a doorbell camera, answer it through there.
Yeah.
Don't open your door. Never open your door. You know?
Yeah, man. Too much fucked up shit happening in this world today.
There is not a chance in the world that after sundown, I'm opening my door for a stranger. Sorry. I'll answer you through my like video doorbell or whatever, but...
Yeah, man. Especially, like, if you're not expecting company.
Yeah.
Like...
And at 1 a.m., I don't even think I'm gonna go. I don't even think I'm gonna let the person know that I'm home. Right? I'm just gonna straight up just call the cops.
Right.
Like, if it's somebody who needs help, well, I just helped him out. There's a cop.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it for us tonight on this one, guys. If you have any stories you'd like to submit, you can do so via our email, which is scspookycast@gmail.com. We will leave that link in the description below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all of our content. We do another podcast and some gaming videos, which are pretty cool. So go ahead and check those out and share them with your friends and family. We've got merch up. We've got our Super Clash podcast merch up, and it'll be up year round. So go copy some of that. We got some pretty cool designs, including some tie-dye hoodies, which are really cool. But other than that, we hope you have a safe and spooky night, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.